Hi guys and welcome to Faewood. So today I thought I would actually finally play with this diamond painting kit that I got. I don't even know how long ago, maybe even a year and a half ago, honestly. It's something I've wanted to play with for a really long time because shiny things. And I bought it thinking, oh yeah, I'll get straight stuck into that. And then a whole host of projects came up for various different events and things, and yeah, anyway, it's just been one of those things that sat tucked away in a little drawer where I've been thinking, yeah, I really must bring that out and have a look at it. And I thought, why not do it now, because I don't have any big projects on the go yet, and I have some planned later, so before any of that all starts, it's an opportunity for me to do some of those other little projects that I thought could be fun. Now, I don't know if you guys have done diamond painting before, but it's basically, it's like paint by numbers, but you get to use crystals instead of actually, you know, using felt tip markers or pencils or whatever. And then you fill out the pattern. You know, it'll have it marked what colour goes where, and you just keep attaching these little crystals until you have a picture. So I don't know what to expect. I've never done one of these before. Again, like I said, it was just sort of a, you know, yes, of course I want to make a sparkly picture of something. So sign me up. So I'm going to open it up and we'll have a look. And at some point I'll have to take you guys down onto the table here with me so that you can see what I'm doing. Oop. Alright, so what do we got? Looks like we've got tweezers, a little applicator of sorts, some sort of scoop. I think this green thing is like a scoop to pick up crystals, and I don't know what the orange thing is, but I guess we'll find out. Some of you are probably yelling at the screen right now because you may have done this before and I have not. So let's open the rest of it. So I've got a tube here which will be the picture, I presume, and there's crystals in baggies sort of like in the middle of the tube, so we'll pull those out and have a look. Now, I bought this from OzSale. So if you're in Australia, you may have heard of OzSale. It's a discount website where they have all different sales through the year, and they don't stock the same stock all the time. It's always, you know, moving and changing depending on what they have that's on sale. So sometimes, occasionally, you can get some craft stuff. Not a lot of it. It's a lot more like makeup, clothing, home goods, that sort of thing. But sometimes there'll be some craft things, and this one time they did have a whole range of the crystal painting sets. I'll have to go back and see what I paid for it because I honestly can't remember. I think it was around the $30 or $40 mark, maybe. If I find it, I'll pop a little note to say like how much it actually was, because I can't remember off the top of my head. Alright, what do we got? Okay. Okay. So, looks like, it feels like canvas, and there's like a peel off thing. I take it this is going to be sticky so that you don't have to add glue to attach the crystals, which is a very good idea. I wasn't really sure how the crystals were going to attach, whether it was going to be, I don't know, a glue situation of sorts, but it looks like that's sorted with that. So it's a bit bendy, so I'll have to like flatten it out. And it looks like there's like a little key here to tell you where each of them goes. Alright, so then I've got this pack of crystals here. Now, let me open this first. Rattle, rattle, rattle. Ew. Okay. Ooh, cool. So I picked this flower design because I thought it looked pretty cool. Just a real close-up of the inside of a purple flower. And let's see, what does it say? Find the corresponding number symbol, point drill pen into the solid glue. Okay, I don't know what that means. Take appropriate amount of glue. Okay, I'm not sure what they mean by solid glue. Lift rhinestone with painting pen. Open transparent film. Note, only open the day to complete the part. What now? I think they're trying to say, because there's different pieces of this stuff, I think they're trying to say don't open it all at once if you can't finish it. Maybe it will dry, I guess. So that's not good. So you kind of want to allow yourself enough time to be able to attach all the crystals. I may need to do this in parts because we've been busy this morning and it's like, I want to say nearly 4 o'clock or something today. I'm kind of late off the mark for filming. So yeah, this might be a 2-day situation. But that's alright. We'll work it out. Hopefully. Although I'm not really following these instructions. Alright, so place the drill in the correct position. Very loose, kind of interpretable instructions here, because I mean, I don't even know what they mean by the drill. Press the surface reinforcement by hand. What? Is anyone following this? Can you explain it to me? By the time you explain it to me, it will be too late. So, you know, let's just follow along with the train wreck that's me playing with these crystals, because what is the solid glue? What is the drill? What surface reinforcement am I pressing by hand? Okay, I don't know. Drill bag. What? I don't know. Drill bag, large package, 1,000 pieces, packets, blah, blah, blah. Delivery random, please, subject to the number of particles. Okay, whoever wrote this, English clearly wasn't their first language. I have absolutely no idea what they're trying to say there. And then at the end it says, about feedback. If you satisfied, please give me 5 points. I don't know how to give you points. What? Note, small bag equals 200, in brackets, about 210. Big bag equals 1,000, in brackets, about 1,050. For example, if a colour is 12 small bag equals 2 big bag plus 2 small bag. I don't know why that helps me in any way. Honestly, like, let me just show you. I'm not making it up. That's, I don't know if you can read that, but yeah, that's what it says, and I don't get it. And it does have a few little pictures here, so I'm hoping maybe the pictures will make more sense, because it does show them, like, I don't know, dipping it into something and sticking it on somehow. I don't know. Alright, well, I mean, if it doesn't work out, I've got a whole bunch of little sparkly things I can use for something else. Alrighty, let's try and work this out. I've got the instructions here. I've got all my bags of little jewels. I mean, they're not really totally rhinestones, I guess. They're quite opaque. And I don't know, not totally as shiny and not clear. I don't know if you'll be able to see that actually. So yeah, I've got a few different colours here are, oh, they seem to be in like big long strips. Let me zoom out a touch. So yeah, big long strips of packets of colours. So quite a lot of this dark blue colour. Then I've got a bunch of different purples and a little bit of blue as well. Some grey, green, white. This kind of pinky brown colour. Oh. And like some periwinkle, it's very periwinkle blue, some of this stuff. So it's got the numbers printed on it, so that's good. So that'll help me work out what on earth they're talking about. Although some of these numbers are rubbing off and pretty hard to read. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge. Okay. Hopefully I can work it out, because some of these numbers are rubbing off quite a lot. And I guess this is why we've got this little, like, containery thing here. I don't, oh, this might be that glue they were talking about. Oh, okay. Alright, so this little orangey pink slab of a thing is, apparently a hard glue. So I meant to press the tool into it, it says. So yeah, this might be where it might help me to have some containers to pour some of this stuff out into. I'm just thinking what I've got that I can use to pour some of these crystals into so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, I'm going to try this thing. This is actually for baby food, and it's got a lid on it, and then it's got these little sections. So this might be okay. I think I can put all my little crystals into this and then pick it up from there, hopefully. I might just open a little bit at a time though, because I don't really want too many things flying around. But then I guess I can pop the lid on this when I'm, you know, finished, or if I'm partway through. Alright, moment of truth. Let's peel one. I'm just going to peel this bottom one off because, like I said, it is kind of late in the evening and I'm not sure how much of this I'm going to get done. But I'm going to have to commit to this part, I suppose. Alright. Here we go. Alright, so it is sticky. I can feel how sticky that is. And then I do have this little guy that's like a pink tool, which they have in the picture picking up the crystals. And I believe I push this into this little blob of, you know, goo. And that helps me pick up the crystals. At least that is my understanding. So I hope that's correct. Alright, now I guess I have to pick a colour to start with and go from there. There's a lot of this colour. There's, let me zoom you in a little bit here. So what I'm looking at, there's like little symbols down here. Hopefully you guys can kind of see. When you're looking at it in person, you can definitely see all the little kind of symbols that are happening, and they correspond to this like key that they've got over there. So you look down the key at whatever it is you've got to match to. So I'm seeing a lot of this one here, which has a little flower on it. It's like dark blue and it has a little flower. And then next to it says 796. So there's a lot of that on here. So I think I'll start with 796. Alright, 796 is this little guy here. And there's quite a few of those. I think I'll start by putting some on the little green tray that they give you. And if I need to put it in my own green container, I'll do that. But if not, then I won't. So I'll just open one pack. Alright. I don't know why this has two sides to it. It's got a weird little plastic end to it that I guess is probably for something, but I have no idea what. I'm going to do what it says and press this into the thing. Ugh. Oh, okay. It has picked up, you won't be able to see that, it has picked up a little bit of goop in the little end there. So I'm guessing that will help me pick up these thingies and attach them. So let us give that a try. Okay, this is working out. That little bit of stickiness that I added on there seems to keep it sticky for a little bit, so you don't have to like re-stick it into that goop each time. Oh, you do have to be a bit careful not to accidentally drop one into the wrong spot though, because it does grab. Well, we're going to be here a while. I think this is the point where I might have to kind of time-lapse you guys a little bit, and I might play a little bit of a podcast or something, and, you know, you guys can, like, check back in with me at a later time. I mean, unless you want 10 hours of me attaching rhinestones, because I'll do it. Alright, so I think I might have bitten off more than I can chew. I've peeled this whole section off, and I think you're meant to finish it all in one day, and there's absolutely no way I'm going to get this done today. It's like 6 o'clock at night, and this is all I've done so far. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen with that. Like whether by tomorrow it'll be dry and I'll be screwed. I really don't know, but all I know is I'm not going to be spending all night into the wee hours putting crystals on here just to get this done in time. So yeah, I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted with how this goes. I might do a little bit more tonight, and then maybe try and cover it somehow and see what happens, I guess. Well, I think I'm ready for the next colour, so that's something. So I'm going to pour this little bit into my green container because it's the leftover part, and move on to a different colour. I need to do 939, which is just a little square shape, and looks like it's this really dark blue, so darker than the one I was just using, and heaps of it is this. So I'll move on to this, do a bit more, see how much I get done, and hope for the best. Alright, so it's the next day. I gave up on this piece because it was taking me so long last night to do it. I don't mean gave up entirely, but like I didn't want to spend all the live long day into the wee hours of the morning doing the crystals, so I was like hoping it would still be tacky. It seems to be still tacky, so that's good. The instructions, even though they're not very well written and they're hard to like understand, seem to suggest that like you had to, once you peel that stuff off, you've got 1 day to do it, which might be 24 hours is what they mean, which in which case we're still in the 24-hour window. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna keep going and see how this progresses. Holy crap, guys, this is taking me so long. I mean, it's very therapeutic in a way because you don't really have to think about it too much. I've just been going one colour at a time. I've only got 2 colours, but I've tried to pick the ones with the most coverage that I can see. And I feel like it's starting to take shape a little bit now. It's a little bit fiddly. And I'd say, you know, if one of the little crystals goes in the wrong spot, you can kind of push a crystal either side of it to adjust it. So you don't have to worry too much about it being absolutely spot on, because you can kind of correct it a little bit when you, like if you just force another one into exactly the right spot, it kind of shifts it over a little bit, if that makes sense. And then if it really goes awry, there's like these little, they're pretty crappy tweezers that come in this pack, but you know, you can use whatever tweezers, and you can kind of just pull it off. Actually, most of the time when I use this, it just goes flying across the room. Either way, you know, tomato, whatever works for you. At least it's not in the wrong spot, I guess. So there's that. And I'd also say with this little tray thing, like if you can help it, don't put too much on it at once, because I kept pouring the whole bag in onto this tray, and like it's so full that it's hard to kind of pick them up. And then, you know, you'll see some of them will be upside down and some right way around. So, you know, I'll pick up the ones that are the right way around with my little tool, and then I just give it a little, you know, shake, so that it moves them about, and then you can again start picking up the ones that are the right way around. So what I'm going to do is pour my remaining little blue crystal things, these are like a navy blue, into my little green thingy. So I bought this green container, this larger one here. I bought this myself off eBay. I don't know if I mentioned that before. It didn't come in the kit. Obviously it wouldn't fit in the kit. You saw me show that box before, but did I mention that this is meant to be for baby food? But I got it because I thought it could be a good little bead tray, you know, just for putting a few different colours of seed beads or something in it. And then you can pop a lid on. This lid is not super tight, so that is a bit of a downside, but it sort of flimsily sits over, so it's going to stop some of it flying around if you need to move it around. You could probably tape it shut if you wanted to. Anyway, it's enough of me rambling on about my little tray. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep going. Considering how long this is taking me, I think what we're going to do is just try and finish this part of the crystal picture for the video, and then what I might do is finish it all off at a later stage and maybe post a picture of the finished product on Instagram or something like that, because, you know, we don't need to be here for a whole week filming. So I didn't realise how long this would take me, but yeah, it turns out it takes a really long time. So don't be thinking you're going to whip this up in a day or anything. It's probably a good one for having in front of the TV while you're watching something and just, you know, plug away at it, I'd say, or have a podcast going, which is what I'm doing at the moment. Got some true crime podcasts going while I do some crystal pictures. Not a bad way to spend a day, really. Holy crap, guys. I think I've said that a number of times, potentially. Wow. This takes a really long time. I've been at this all day, and this is what I've got done. This is not even half of the picture. You can probably see there's an even bigger bit up the top here. I think based on the image, I don't know if you'll be able to see it properly there. I think the top of the image is going to be a lot of the same colour. But yeah, I'm not even done with this bottom part. I am getting like close to being done. But there is a little bit of section in here that's still quite bare. You know, as you're going through, you try and see all the same symbols, but you miss some, and then you've got to go back and do them again. So, but bloody hell, I've had enough. So I think I'm just going to leave the video off here, and yeah, I'll see if I can get a picture of this when and if I finally finish it. Based on how long this took me, I think it'll be a little while before I get this part done, so don't hold your breath, it will be some time. So yeah, you can see those petals. I mean, it's just really like a pixelated image, because I mean that's exactly what it is. It's lots of little squares that form the picture, so you're just slowly kind of piecing it together. Yeah, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed seeing me put this together, and you know, I think, like, you definitely need some good storage when you're doing this. I think one of the things I've realized is that, you know, you do really want to keep an eye on what the colors are that you're using. Like if you pour them into a container, just make sure you know what you've poured into that container, because the colors are so close in shade sometimes that it's really difficult to tell them apart. But they do seem to, well, the one I have anyway has numbers on it. The downside of these little packets is the numbers are kind of wearing off, so like some of it's been really difficult to know what the hell it is. But yeah, so maybe just like keep an eye on the like codes and stuff like that, I would say, and don't expect to do this quickly for sure, because you will be here for quite some time. I think this is a good in front of the TV sort of project. Alright guys, well look, subscribe if you want to see more bits and pieces from me, and for the rest of you, I'll see you next time in Faewood. Bye guys.